Hello, Aries. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm here to do your reading for the month of May 2025. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share with a friend. It helps me in a huge way and doesn't cost a dime. All right, well, I'm going to jump into it. Let's see what your energy is for the month of May 2025. Please tell me about Aries energy for the month of May 2025. Tell me about Aries energy for the month of May 2025. All right. All right. So, with my camera, you see things in reverse. I will be reading them and then flipping them over so you can see them from my perspective. All right, so here in the recent past, we have the Five of Wands. So there was some sort of victory. You're feeling victorious, confident, all them beautiful things that Aries generally possess. And this is a beautiful thing because with the Five of Wands, you're feeling very confident, victorious, and you're moving on. You're moving forward. Okay. Current energy, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So I'm trying to think of how to word this. This is a time of self-reflection currently. You're starting to realize what is good for you and what it is that you need to leave behind. And you may be surprised that you're going to be noticing some things that maybe you didn't realize were set out in your path right in front of you, good things. And you may also notice things that at one point in time you thought were yours or for your benefit, or people that, were there for your greater good, or so you thought, and weren't. So you're starting to understand the difference between what is good for you, what's in your highest interest, and what is false or what is not. Okay, that's what May is about for you personally. And then we have the Fool in reverse here in the near future. Okay, so this is more towards the end of May, beginning of March, oh my goodness, in the beginning of March into April. I'm not sure why May came out like that. Maybe this is going to be an energy that runs through, the month of May, which is okay because you're being very careful. So with the Fool in reverse, aside this card, this is saying you're taking a more cautious approach when making decisions or allowing, people or energies into your space, which is a very good thing. This is exactly what you should be doing. We all should be doing that. Okay. Tell me about the energy surrounding Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of March 2025. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so ready for spring. Tell me about the energy surrounding Aries, month of March 2025. High Priestess. You could have a Libra or Taurus in your energy space. The Ace of Wands. And the Three of, oh my gosh, you guys are surrounded by such positivity through the month of March. This is a very, very good thing. So once again, I'm going right back to this card, okay? The Five of Cups in reverse. You cutting out whatever, whoever, however, cutting that out of your life is going to be such a blessing because all the positive people, positive energies and situations are going to be surrounding you. And you're going to be surrounded by great energy. Okay. So we have the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Cups. This is so wonderful. Okay, I'm about to flip these over so you can see them. So the energy surrounding you for the month of March, they are very, you could be surrounded by some very spiritual beings. You could also be surrounded by people that you can look up to, or people that you do look up to, that seem to communicate clear, make good, solid decisions, and by the looks of it, they sure do know how to have fun. So you may be getting invited to social gatherings. You may be, hanging out with some people, talking about, life events and whatnot. You may be going to them for some advice. Now, the Ace of Swords, this is new information coming in. And it's very reliable because it's next to the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a secret keeper. She is very knowledgeable. She is very in tune with her higher self and the spiritual community. This is a very spiritual card. So any advice that you're going to, this trusted person or persons for, you are going to get very solid and very clear advice, instructions, whatever it may be. And that's a wonderful thing, because there's nothing better than having clear communication. I'm sorry. Also, I feel very strongly with the Three of Cups that there is going to be a lot of celebrating going on in the month of March for you, or reasons to celebrate, okay? This is also the card of collaboration. So if there's business ventures that you're trying to go on, or ideas, creative ideas, you may be partnering up with some people to make these things happen. And the beauty of that is you're surrounded by nothing but positivity and very good clarity. So everything's going to be cut and dry. That's the way I like things anyway. Let's see. I'll pull a few more cards regarding energy surrounding you, because this is beautiful. Oh gosh, I love good stuff. Knight of Wands, Four of Wands. Okay. So you have the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse, in the shadow side. Okay, these are all in the reverse, mind you. We have two cards that represent fire, which you are a fire sign, and then we have the shadow side, which represents Capricorn. Now, in order for all this to happen, like I said, you're going to have to cut some ties, and this may cause a stir of emotions and a feeling of unsteadiness, unstableness while you're going through this. But you have all this positivity surrounding you, so make sure you're relying on these positive influences to get past cutting off what no longer serves you. Just because it doesn't serve you does not mean that it's easy to dispose of, or not emotionally unsettling. And that's what I'm feeling like. This positive energy is there to help you heal and decide what you need to keep in your life and what it is that you need to dispose of. The beauty of this is, while all this is happening, you're starting to get a sense of self, which we had spoke about in the first three cards that I kind of scooted up there. That Four of Cups in reverse, self-discovery, realizing what you have and whatnot. Shadow work can be a huge, huge thing for you, through March. It's a very important part of our spiritual journey. It makes us whole. And I feel like that is something that you will be kind of forced into while you are, kind of releasing what no longer serves you in your life. You're starting to discover the unfavorable things, which allows for change. So that's a good thing. It's uncomfortable. Growth is always uncomfortable, but it's necessary for change, okay? What does Aries not see coming in the month of March 2025? What does Aries not see coming? All right, guys. This is all good, so don't let it scare you. This is actually a beautiful thing. Get this done before summer so you can live it up, you know? The Empress, Seven of Cups, and the Hermit. Oh, you guys got a wonderful reading, you guys. Okay, once again, we have Libra Aries, or Libra Taurus energy here, excuse me. With the Empress, we have the Seven of Cups, and then Hermit, which represents Virgo. There's a lot of, you know, somebody's got a Libra or a Taurus, or maybe both in your social circle or family circle, or maybe you have those in your chart. That's pretty heavy. So with the Empress, what you don't see coming. For one, I always heed this as a warning to you. The Empress represents fertility. Okay, she is a very fertile woman. This represents, pregnancy, but not just that. But that is a huge warning with the Empress. And this says, I asked for what Aries doesn't see coming in March. So you may become, with child, or somebody around you may be. It's a very good possibility. But the beauty of it, I think this is more related to how you see yourself, okay? What you're not realizing is you can make anything successful. You can make anything grow. The Empress is the queen of all queens. And like I said, that's just feminine and masculine energy, and every single person has feminine and masculine qualities, okay? But, you give her a house, she makes you a home. You give her, ingredients, she'll make you a meal. Things like that. She can turn things into something better. She is very knowledgeable. She is very fair. She is, beauty and abundant. All those wonderful things. And this is the way you need to see yourself, okay? Seven of Cups. I feel like you really, really need to sit down and prioritize your goals, okay? Instead of wanting everything all at once, which, we all do that from time to time, and it gets us frustrated, and then we reach no goals. Do you know what I mean? So you need to prioritize your goals and start to see what goals are the most important for you to reach first, okay? You need to, hone in on one or two, focus on those. Once you reach those, move on to the next, okay? Do not overwhelm yourself with things that you want to accomplish. You need to celebrate, accomplishing one thing at a time. I know, instant gratification is something we all crave. Now, it's not to say that you can't reach all these goals, okay? If you want to reach all these goals and move on and grow in life, this is where the Hermit comes in, okay? Now everybody thinks, the Hermit means I need to just stay home and, not talk to anybody. No, that's not true. The Hermit basically is saying the light is within you to find your path. You hold your own light to guide you on your path. All the answers you seek are within. Use your inner wisdom. Don't allow outside influences to sway you. Of course, take other people into consideration, because we were talking about collaboration here. But also, you need to go within. Every answer you seek, you have within you, within your higher self, okay? So you need to go within, do some soul searching, and you will find the answers to your questions. But once again, don't overwhelm yourself. One thing at a time, one day at a time, okay? All right. See what else does Aries need to know for the month of March 2020? Oh yeah, Mercury's going retrograde on the 15th, guys. We're in the pre-shadow. What else does Aries need to know for the month of March 2025? Seven of Wands, King of Swords in reverse, Five of Swords. Okay, so Once again, talking about focus. With the Seven of Wands in reverse, this is about being cautious on what you take action towards. You know, or the wands are about action, you know, work, moving forward, things like that. In the upright, this is going in for, you know, fighting our inner battles, so to speak. I was trying to think of how to put it into words. What this is saying with the King of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Wands is to watch your temper, for starters. Okay, make sure you are not speaking your moves before going into battle. You know, you wouldn't want to go into battle and say, well, when I come in, I'm going to come in strong with, you know, this weapon or this tactic. You don't want to give away your secrets, you know. So make sure you keep some of these moves to yourself, because there may be a time that somebody may use those against you. With the Five of Wands and the upright, this is going in for battle. So I feel like a lot of this has to do with the people that you're cutting out of your life. So make sure that, you know, when you're speaking to the positive people about whatever moves you're making with them, you know, make sure you're not relaying too much information about your personal status or anything like that. Make sure you are, you know, handling business in a professional manner. Make sure that you're still talking to somebody who has your best interest at heart, that isn't going to go run back and tell people that you've cut out of your life, oh, you know, they're talking about taking a loan and putting $10,000 on this building so we can do this, 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 and this. It's so complicated, because it's like, you know, celebrate and do this and do that, but be careful on the same token that you're speaking to the right people. So make sure you're, you know, using your intuition on these matters, because there is a warning here saying make sure that, you know, you're collaborating with the correct people. There may be some resistance from people that you are cutting out of your life, like they refuse to budge and leave you alone. And that could very, very well be what's happening here. I'm going to pull some cards from the energy deck. This is going to clarify a little bit. Send a message to Aries. Send a message to Aries, please. Okay, you got the World and Rest and Rejuvenation. Okay, so this is a card that I take extremely, extremely seriously, guys, okay? People that watch me on my lives understand how I feel about this card from personal experience. Now, the card with the World, when things start to seem dull or, you know, in the dark, so to speak, understand that just like when, you know, the earth turns and it turns to night, sooner or later it turns to day. I kind of view this card as, you know, the earth is turning on its axis to where the sun is going to be a little bit more prevalent than night. You know what I mean? If you look at this card very carefully, you'll see that the earth is lit just a little bit more than it is dark. So I feel like, you know, the light is starting to shine. Things are going to start to get better. Clarity is going to be found, okay? So all this confusion is going to get cleared up, okay? And with this card of battle, I was a little confused on it. This here, I feel relates to health, guys, okay? So don't overwork yourself. Don't overindulge in, adult activities. Make sure you're getting plenty of rest. Now, you got the card of rest and rejuvenation. This card is the card I said I take extremely seriously, okay? This card here, rest and rejuvenation, doesn't mean make sure you get 8 hours of sleep a night. Yes, that is part of it. Make sure you're getting, a good allotted amount of sleep, but allow your mind, body, and soul to rest, okay? Just because you're sleeping doesn't mean you're really resting. How many of you have woke up the next morning and felt absolutely exhausted? I know I do it all the time. It's because our mind keeps going. A lot of it has to do with having cell phones in our room, watching TV before bed. There's a lot of studies going around about, having the cell phone in your room, even if it's, even if you're not using it, how it interrupts our delta and beta waves. Now they're looking into things that have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, like our TVs and whatnot, and how they're interrupting our sleep patterns. So, if you're waking up exhausted, it wouldn't hurt to unplug the TV and take your cell phone out into the other room and get yourself an old-fashioned alarm clock. All right? If I were you, I would try not to watch any TV or any kind of screen time whatsoever for at least an hour before bed, so you can hopefully slow the mind down, because when we're flipping through Facebook or YouTube videos or whatever, the screen is constantly changing. You can't see it, but it's constantly changing, kind of like video games. And it keeps our mind active. You know what I mean? Even after we're asleep, our mind is still going a million miles an hour because we're so used to those quick changes that we don't consciously see, but our subconscious picks it up. So you need to work on making sure you completely rest and rejuvenate. And I feel very strongly, this card, almost every single time it pops up, this is a warning that if you don't take the rest that's necessary to heal and allow yourself to rejuvenate, the universe is going to send a little something your way because you're wore out, Next thing you know, you're sick and in bed for 4 or 5 days. You're missing work and opportunities. So get your rest, okay? All right, guys, that's what I have for you. This actually was a very beautiful reading. You got good things coming. This is absolutely amazing. Don't forget, subscribe, click the thumbs up, and leave a comment. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.